This is our studio today, and we say make we welcome you. Long time we never see you.
Yeah, thank you.
How buddy?
Holiday, as you can see.
How much you take the buy for now?
Well, I think you know the price, and I think all of us they pray very soon. Promise say they go reduce them soon. That's it. Because really they bite hard on.
Yeah, my people, we don't deal with Barrister Washington Osifo. You know when you say Barrister Osifo, na person wey be say everybody sabi, everybody know well. And the face of TV stations for Nigeria, even international, a person wey go sit down gidigba when they talk. You know, they use annoyance to they talk now, CB, now so they talk. And they always want everybody to understand, say, as we know they take blame, they take blame for anything when they talk. They talk the truth, and they put mouth for so many things. What is the nose as if for a politician, and a person who still they do some work, where they call industrialist. And a person where be say, he read book well, he put on for book well, he don't play politics, and he still they play him. He don't contest for elections, he win elections, and he don't do some appointment level when he be commissioner for this place, for this state, so those days, don't do secretary to local government for this state. And a person will be say, we go see ask and make he just use like 1 minute still at join, waiting he don't do for life till this very moment. Barrister.
Well, my brother, at the risk of sounding immodest, you don't talk and say I don't do many things to the glory of God and the choice of the people. So for me, politics is about public service. Public service is about everything I do. I can tell you, because now somebody will know me right from when I did. When would they grow, they come. So anything where will not be today, where will be today, connect to where we for the come. As you always tell me, say I did very consistent with my character, even when I did school. You remember your life book well, and all of that. So that's why I still that one is synonymous with say anything where I do well. Like you say, I don't be secretary to council, I don't be director of legal services, oil and gas, I don't be commissioner for education, for energy and water resources, lawyer, practicing, all of that. So I don't contest House of Assembly, I win even though governor not let me enter. 4 years just roll by, because you know the battle. The battle where we fight is synonymous with the battle where Abiola and even the president fight. And people go ask me, after all this fight, or you don't fight, you still look good for body. You not be like say you fight any fight. I say yes. When you they fight an ideological battle, they affect your emotions. Okay, you they fight them because you want to make society better, not about you. But if you are fighting it because of you, they will see them for your face, they will see them for your body, they will see them for your finances. They will just see them. You go be like say you they retrogress because you they think and say this one what I suppose be for me, I and myself. That they make the thing they weigh them down emotionally. But if you they fight for a system, and you believe, say, even though it never happened now, it will happen, and you know that the battle is still on, they machete, they reduce, and they think or regret anything. So me, I know they regret anything what I do because I do assess them before I start. And if you ask me if that situation happen again today, say me I do the same thing. I will always fight on the side of democracy, rule of law, and justice.
With the carry waka, they come there. Make we let you know, say now 40 minutes now we get for this program. All of them know the meaning and the title and the program where we did. So we did for the matter what they call EDO 2024 in focus for inside TMC radio, TV, and podcast. And I will let you know one thing, sir. They talk about democracy, and we will took left for that area when that time reach. How you see the state of the nation today under Ahmed Tinubu, the president?
Yes, me now APC member. And one thing you know me for is say I always talk you remember when I be commissioner at that time, so people go say, you sure say you be part of this government because I go talk them. It's better me you talk them on the side of the people. Because governance is about the people. And if you take the people out, democracy is gone. So now, me pity for the man where come. And because I be analyst, I be researcher, I don't talk this thing even when in the contest. That the first 2 years of when this man will come, the problem will go meet, not be small. he go struggle, go be like who know who be expert where they swim before, but he go come be like say he not sabi swim. Because the water, it dey too murky. The Vusi road. Huh? But if he believe and he continue to struggle, he believe in himself, and he get the support of the people. Because he sabi swim, that innate ability, that innate skill where he get, he go fit pilot, the ship of state, to a position where he say it will come good for all of us. So now that period, that gestation period of very bad, teaching bad situation, now they go through so all of us, what we need to wish him, like in the talk say, that like a pain when mother where they childbirth they pass through. If you're not ready to pass through that pain, then you're not ready to be mother. Whether they do CSO, whether you're born naturally, or the truth is that no one will get pain. But at the end of the day, the joy is consolidated when you hear the cry of a baby. I think that cry of a baby come very soon. But I must tell you, things are hard, yes, but I am following very critically with what he's doing on economic policies and also other social policies. These are policies that are Western in nature, and they also conform with modern day democracy in terms of that leads to the lane of good governance, and ultimately it will bring joy to the people. But we just have to bear with him and pray, and also support in terms of ideas, in terms of reach out, in terms of talking to others to make them feel that look, things are bad, we agree, but are we doing things that will bring succor and bring eternal glory to this nation so that I can compete favorably with the international community? The answer is yes. And I particularly like what they do when they reach out. The difference between this government and the government where put us for this one where it does so. I don't say other PDP government they had, but critically, the past 8 years under Buhari was a mess. It was a terrible mess. And the terrible mess was that, they don't use sickness last person. But where we get time wrong in one place where you not come well, that time where you not well, go stay abroad for a very long time. People where you get inordinate ambition, where you get ambition for their pocket, just take over the government. They can't be cabal. So they just use the opportunity to say not day. Because when cat not day, house go turn to mouse or rat. So they change this thing and they misbehave very well. And when in the process of recovery, when it take come, I never really reached ground.
Yes.
And those people who do that thing, they cover them, make you not know, that they give another side of the story. But I'm sure, apparently, he was too weak, too tired, body-wise, and because of the health and all of that, to interrogate or stress for things. If it were the Buhari where we know before, in 1984, apparently, things would have been different because he was disciplinarian. The mention of the name of Buhari, they cause stir, they make people they fear. But if you just talk, that time will be president. People don't see and finish. And because they see and finish, they also know in hell, they study and say, enough to do anything. So they can't do nonsense. That nonsense, that would do so. Emefiele, if everybody know really what Emefiele do to this country, we will shed tears and support this administration to make sure say no other person in this life for Nigeria will do that kind of thing again. You saw the many vehicles were by. The vehicles were by. Even plenty pass anybody where they contest election to say you want to be president.
You're right.
First, a public servant. You get in mind as a president of what do they call them? Central Bank. To go do that thing, you not fear. Now see finish to the president. And the question, the president don't ask any question because the people were around and all of them be cabal. They were comfortable that they eat from that thing, that they feed fat from the Nigerian economy through the CBN, raw dollars that they get them. Then they know they throw away their face. Now people supply that vehicle. The question is, where those vehicles today? I wish in support Tinubu, we foresee maybe through backdoor, all those vehicles he give out.
Yes.
The fact that he fight and he don't even want made the man be president, he wasn't even boasting, nobody can do anything. That will tell you how bad. If the man was supposed to manage economy, he can't be like say he manage to the benefit of a few, those oligarchies and those cabals, one of which he be, and those people will be errand boys of Mr. President, where can they rule Mr. President, rule this country in prosy. You can imagine where we are. I like what Yemi is doing, what Yemi Cardoso is doing. It's a difficult thing. I don't feel fair be commissioner. It is very easy for people to complain from outside. I was a field officer, and I changed a lot of things when I come, where it take our numbers to number 2 then,
Education.
For education. Even when I go energy and water resources, I also know how will they bring down those areas where they produce water were not good. You understand? We did it in education, we did it. But do you know that within the party, within some of us were even the council, state executive council, some people they talk say, no, what you they do so? You are too hard on these people. If we are not hard on these people to do what is right on the side of the law, our people go they sick. I discovered then that the pH in our water was so high. And when it is high, what it means is that it affects the kidney, it affects the blood. This cancer of the blood, kidney issues, and all of that. And because the content of lead where they did that thing was so high, our water, and every day we just depress am. I remember, may we not give people we not dey mobile, or we not fear God, or we not like the job other than the money that they like. May we not give them. If not, what you want, not just the title. I be commissioner, I be minister, I be president, I be governor. You don't have any business being a public officer. Just face your private business. Public officer must interrogate beyond the seat of sitting tight in the office, waiting they really happen. A public officer must set up what I call who we guard the guard. The guard is the structure where they get for ministries and establishment or agencies. The who we guard the guard now the structure where the commissioner or the minister, as the eye of the president or the governor, get to say yes, this structure they grant. But because one cannot trust human being to an extent of just feeling relaxed, and if anything goes wrong, now the political office where you contest, now you promise the people something, now you they go blame. Everybody will get responsibility to sit in a position on behalf of the man where they elect, where get social contract with the people, must at all times do beyond what is requested. Even though they go item 11, you must add item 12 and 13, okay, out of you thinking out of the box, such that you can tailor the responsibility where they give you to the joy of who employ you and to the glory of God and, of course, to the joy of the masses.
My brother, you see, you don't took mouth for some areas where we say, we be no one go that side, and that he can't give birth to this government. Where the matter where you talk about Barr and all that, he give birth to this government. And this government, where would they so? Now you want to conduct the election. Because even though INEC, they say independent, now government, everything be. Now, with waiting they happen, with the small hardship we would experience so far, what will be the chance of APC governorship September 21st of this 2024?
I tell you, I agree with you, say, government now they conduct election. But the government, the arm of government will get the responsibility to conduct an election, it remains the INEC. Whether or not, nobody will take that thing away from them. And because now them, I want to make we reduce this debate or this discussion to what INEC will do. But what INEC will do or what INEC will not do, not be that one go determine who win this election. Who win this election will be determined by several factors, including the coordination within political parties and the belief of the people on the candidates where they bring. And if you are talking about the belief on the candidates where they bring, two things, one, where they paramount time, we say, the past antecedents and connection with the people. Anybody will not get them, but you just come because you don't manufacture it. If you are manufacturing for the purpose of what they happen now, then you are a deceiver. But if I trace your records or your history to include, say, now so you be right from time, meaning you are compassionate, you are passionate, you are with the people, you feel what they feel, and you have intervened, and you have done a lot even when you had none, okay, to better the loss of the people. One can easily project that if a man was a man yesterday, a man was a boy yesterday, despite the, cosmetics where they do these days to say man will come try to be girl, there are certain things you cannot change. The genital organs cannot change. Okay? So you cannot automatically not get belly as a man. So now the way we got to create a man yesterday, a boy yesterday will continue to be a man despite the makeup and all of that. Because the organs suggest that you are a man. That's what it still be. In politics, there are so many women or so many men masquerading to not be the opposite sex because they want something from you. Anybody, me or you today, my brother, where be say, he not be your friend before. He not sympathize with you when you need sympathy. He not even care to know what you they do. But all of a sudden, when he needs something from you, he can't come they dance around you. You have to be very careful. If you give him, now you do yourself. And the probable consequences of what you go get when you eventually get there, don't blame him. Now yourself you go blame. Because you were so carried away by those shiny wash. The kind of a typical way they call 419. They try come to you like saying so they be. Meanwhile, behind them, they plan them to act them. So that if you fall for them, you don't fall for one chance. So how do you tell they know them? Anybody where they contest today, all of them, no one never passed 40 years. What it means is that they go primary school, they go secondary school, they go university, they go community, whether in Benin or Jos or Lagos or anywhere they community. They come from an area, a particular area in Edo State. Go interrogate them. What will be the relationship with their environment, their community before now? If you not get that community relationship, you cannot now masquerade to say you can't invent it now. It is too late to teach a cow how to dance. Now, what it means is that when they continuously say, okay, crime where they are our society today, the only way we'll fit to deal with them now to get community policing. Community policing, the idea is that all of us as community, we know ourselves. We know the bad people, we know the good people. Okay? We know our network for within that neighborhood where we do. We know those where they serve the community, where we get mind to develop the community. We know those where also get. So those where get the mind to serve the community, now they're majorly the many parts. The few bad ones, then they cause more trouble for the many good ones. You understand? But until the many good ones decide to say, these few bad ones, we don't want them around us, they will continue to dominate. So when you say you need a community person to provide governance, now because it don't stay with the people, it don't react when the people they pass through certain things. Instead, don't pass through them, and because he pass through them, then are waiting motivate them to want change them. You can't know more than the man who has swum through the river Niger and succeeded. Because from the base, when the erosion come, where carry and enter, and the way when they try struggle to survive him, and eventually survive him, he narrates the story, and he also knows how the problem started and how the success eventually came. So when you look at these people where they contest, so take away the party, okay? If, for instance, I am not a party man, I don't belong to any political party, because people where they play politics, they are less than 5% of the population. Therefore, their votes versus the 95%, you can't beat it out of the public. But why, at the risk of sounding immodest, every party man I see will say, okay, I will support my party. But you must be conscious of the 95% who they want to support. That 95%, basically, this message is for them. The message is that interrogate a man yesterday. A man who was a man yesterday trying to masquerade to be a woman now. That is the greatest con artist I can think about. They act on to say when we get there. You understand? Now, so we'll do. Just tell them this. Make them fall put. According to Samuel Joseph, Nami know my people, they go by. If you get that mindset, Nami know my people, they go by. Then the question is, what thing you know about your people? Your people, what the politicians, most politicians know about the people, now say, anything you tell them, they believe. Just ask more money, Jonah. They go fall. Okay? Once they fall, don't worry, you go recoup your investment. A man, when you don't take money from, when you don't interrogate yesterday, you were blinded by a pot of soup of today. The truth is that if the man gets to office and begins to show you the opposite side of where you say you don't expect, it will be shameful for you to say you don't expect him because now you not interrogate him. Even though you don't interrogate him because of yourself. Interrogate him because of the future of your children and their children's children. Where be say, we of this generation don't they fail the next generation. If we must stop things the way they are now, may they not go bad, and begin to think of how to make it well, the time to make that decision is now. And it starts by saying, democracy not be fun, no. Democracy in our life in itself. There was a time when life was said to be nasty, brutish, and short. Okay? And because of that, people just come together to say, what can we do to make life better? They now sue all forms of government. Okay? So the dominant one say, no, this one not good. One man just the rule another person as if nine be God. Okay, everybody not fit there. We not submitting our rights. So that we will bring the best out of us to represent all of us and do things for the greater good of the greatest number of all of us. That's not the idea beyond democracy. In terms of social infrastructure, which includes education, health, and all of those things. When life good, well for the people, the truth is that government can do whatever they want to do because that's what they voted. But when you are coming with a man that is not good, that doesn't have the spirit of kindness, cannot do good because you can't give what you don't have. A man that is business oriented, a capitalist, all they know is to make gain, to make profit. That is their ideology. The truth is that in all that they do, whether in education, in health, social infrastructure, development, and all of that, what is their mind? Not just to make gain. As they say, they run their office. The running of a board as a board person, the fact that you have succeeded as a board person, okay, a board chairman in your multi-organization sector, doesn't mean that you succeed in government because the idea where they say they run the two is different. One as social sector is not for the purpose of profit. The other one is a profit-driven structure. If you bring that profit-driven mentality, as the government will get so, in a profit-driven mentality where we say, to even the 5-star hospital where we build, I can say we because I was a member.
We come that area.
Okay, that's fine.
We work out small commercial. We will return back. We'll check mark for election proper for EDO. How your party one ready? How the other party ready too? How you see how your election, the election they go? How you know? How you fit know how your party will fit deliver come September 21st. My name still remain Nosa area. They will tell Washington Nosa Osifo. PhD, now they call her now. You know what they call her PhD? Now they call doctor and a lawyer too. Inside, not be doctor where they tell they get injections and all those things. So now doctor when he read book, no book, sabi book and the direct book. When they come, we go reach you now later, we go commercial, we go come back. Now, my people, we don't return back from the Chekele visit to carry enter market, return back to now make we let you understand. Say the Ogmonge person, where would they call in name? With the popular name, now would they call Washington. Hey, many things don't add join Washington. You know? Now there you see Osa. Ain't go tell us that meaning of that Osa when the time reach. Father family name now Osifo. In that year since they talk about politics, he never begin use the mouth talk about that different matter. They talk as he they be and direct as he they go. Barrister Washington,
See me.
we don't work come again.
Now maybe this.
Your partner, which
All Progressives Congress,
APC,
Yeah.
I'm not ready for this election.
Well, you know, we ready. You know, like in line with what the law accepts it to do. Yeah, the primaries, after primary candidate will come out, and when candidate come out, then the party will not collapse around that part. That set up your structures, your agenda, raise up campaign council, focus to start. You know. All these things, now law, now the director. A timeline for all these things. So we are ready. And what it really make us done ready. Politics now about what it go make you prepared now to understudy the government where they the power play and to understudy the government where they. So the errors, if like football team, the errors of one of the party or clubs in the football game, that they lead to the success of the other. But it's not also automatic. That error, you must, when you identify them, you must not set up a structure, a layer, analyze it, and know the kind of medicine to apply so that you can use, you can use with their error, improve on your own style of either governance or play so that you can defeat them. And when you don't identify what they do, it's the easiest way to take out. This government, where they so, I know how our people relate, how they relate with our people. That nostalgia attitude, that feeling, say, now we give on our life, now favor would they do now. Any administration where they make you feel say now favor that they do for you for waiting that they use state resources or the federal resources, they do, and the power now you donate them for them. They can't fail, they can't dislink themselves to know say if not be you, because power belongs to the people. They not go feed day where they, and they are there not as ruler but as servant. The people will really be the ruler, not the people who vote, who send you the message. So when you now find out the government can behave like say, now then where be governor or be president, now they can be the leader of the people, then there's a problem. It means that they don't relate with the people anymore. They don't disconnect from the people. The people talk, they're not hear. It can't be like dog when don't know your owner. You don't know your owner again. Things don't go haywire, things don't go wrong. That are the government where they easy to remove, to change pass. That's just the truth. But changing it, like I said, is not automatic. You must make sure that you know the area where they hit the people, where the people not like. The people at all time, the greatest thing where democracy do, now waiting with they call periodic election, the right of periodic election. That right of periodic election, it's not, it's there, but it's not served a la carte. Periodic election will demand that if, the card where they give you, this voter's card, there are two things that they use and they do. Either of two things that they use and they do. It be like will. It's either to bless government that has served you right and say thank you for serving us right. We have a right to bring you back again, or anybody where you support. Okay, believing that The legacy where you live, you go and kneel them like a responsible administration into another safe hand. You know, where you understand your policy because you don't interrogate the person, and that person will not take it up from there. Although there's no right act to find the mind's construction on the face. Therefore, a good man can give birth to a bad child. Okay, you know, if you also flip the coin, a bad man can also give right to God. But if you have to define the meaning of DNA, which scientifically, not by just saying it, is exact to a large extent, maybe error margin of plus minus 5%, you will know that if you do your analysis very well of a human being, of who a human being is, because they don't necessarily flow from your DNA, the only relationship where you get for them might be your friend. Okay? If you are enjoying, those that are enjoying with you because you get a love to throw around, don't be quick. Don't be quick to take a decision and say these guys are good, because we never see rough times together to test their resolve. Okay? Either in terms of advice or in terms of staying with you to say, come who rain and sun. This person was with me. This was how he was thinking, positive mentality, positive energy where bring, you know, go and all of that. We were able to do this together. Until and unless, if you are just a governor and you have somebody who is a friend, for instance, like Comrade Adams Ali Oshomole, our leader, did when he produced, because we must make this distinction so that I clear the doubts and the questions that needs to be answered in the minds of the people, because they are not here now, we are here.
You're right.
Now, when you connect and say, okay, a pastor can give birth to a thief can also give birth to a pastor. Okay, that DNA, okay, that's fine. But if you say one man not go fit pass the baton to another person and probably not make wrong, why Comrade where he work in 2008 can't reach when he turn or finish 2016? How come he can't go give man to this man? No. I answer the question. The question is very easy, and that's why I advise just now say, when you they do things, be careful. When you dey enjoy, that is not the best time to know your friends. The best time to know your friends now when you suffer, you dey inside pit. Those people where they with you when you dey inside pit, I can tell you if there be 100, by the time you are coming out, if you get luck by the grace of God, now only 1 or 2 now go remain. That is the story of life. It happened to Jesus. It happened to our our leader for the other side, Muhammad. When you look back, you dey provide good leadership. You know they see them. The last one where he remain, where he stay with you, basically, even by Wakbe, in Benin here, it happened. Everybody, including wife, in children, all of them live on. Okay, the EDO, the great mother. Okay, now be the only one where can remain after his wives don't run. That is why today that woman, may also rest in peace, and may she continue to be a guiding light to all of us. So, Kunamina Zaria, EDO no popo of these are people where stay when others run. Do you understand? So if you entrust and endure and allow them to entrust the right, rulership into their hands, I tell you, they will jealously guide your principle because they were part of it. They bought into it and they endured for that thing to survive. They will even do more than you. But when you put somebody where they enjoy it, you want to drink beer, drink champagne, do everything and all of that, that is about what you mean suffering. Okay, if you give them, now you will not know who he really be, because he was not really part of you. He was only enjoying the perks of office with you, and he needed to play with you like saying he love you, make you for think like say he love you, and you will give him the power. That was where Comrade Adams Ali Oshomole, our leader, made a mistake. Even when we told him, when we were telling him from behind, those of us who were not get relationship with Godwin, he wasn't seeing what we were seeing. He was seeing, the English suit, okay, and the advice will not come from the heart, but lip service. So he fell for it, and this is where we are now. Why I believe Godwin cannot produce the next candidate? Where go? Let me talk. Where I believe say he no go free producer. Now, I have seen 2 people come from the same background, and I have seen 2 people who have done things for a very, very long time together. I have seen this great understanding amongst both of them, and I have seen if they not quarrel, they not fight, they understand each other, and they see they do the same thing together, then there must be something that binds them together. Most capitalists are cruel in nature. Again, I repeat, the only reason why they do what they do now to make profit. And people where make profit like Godwin, where they make profit like Godwin, giving his, the leadership of state to another man who believes in making profit, not in the interest of the state anyways. Don't get me wrong. If you are making this profit in the interest of the state, it will reflect in what you do in education. These are social sectors. It will reflect in what you do in health sector. Our people are dying, so many wasteful diseases that you could easily take care of. But the scare of not having an economy that is so stifled, okay, rendered, so shrink, to the extent that you can't even feed, okay? Now, you now put a social structure, social system, you took it away from the health sector and escalated the price in the name of consultants, okay? That was not the reason why we built 5-star. The 5-star was for the people. The second phase was to redevelop a design that we already have on ground to reproduce another 200 bed sitter space for that one. That's hospital where they did it. When you go to destroy, I don't know what you say one put for there. This one was not the first phase, 200 beds to represent the entire 200 beds. Okay, structured in a straight building, but diversification and all of that. You saw what we did. Then the second one was another 200, beautiful 5-star, another 5-star hospital there. Now reduce the cost, okay, of running it for the greater good of the people. If a society is not progressing, there are two things you need to look at. When it is sick, the output becomes poor. And when that output becomes poor, the quality of service will drop. And when the quality of service drop, of course, life expectancy ratio will drop. The life expectancy ratio of an average Edo person, as I speak to you today, is such that it is too low because even the private sectors, the private health sector providers, government not even they assist them, okay, to develop their hospitals, and even the checks and balances that is supposed to come from the government, because government has entirely abandoned its own and even wants these people to continue to fail, so that the hospital where we build as a 5-star hotel for social services, he abandoned everything, but he's concentrating on what he gets in terms of remuneration and the overtaxing people that come to the hospital. And when people start seeing it that it is out of reach, death ratio will go up. When death ratio go up, the output of people, whether they give to society to develop, will drop. These are economic indices that is very simple. You don't need anybody to tell you. If you bring another man who has always been with him for this part ACS, okay, as a economic team chairman or whatever from the back door, understanding, because actually Godwin himself has said he has always been there with this government. The reason why Comrade succeeded, in fact, I told Comrade then, I said, Comrade, when we were campaigning in 2016, I said, this one already they talk so. He said, Godwin, that make you succeed. You know, say not be true now. Because I did there. The reason why this Godwin not felt like me and him, they fight always. I don't like person where you go say you too much, you too know. Meanwhile, you don't know anything. All you do, we were commissioners. He wasn't. He was special advisor. He was in the rank of special advisor as economic chairman. Okay? He had to be seen in council because he was not a member of council. He had to be seen and not heard. And it was by the grace of the chairman in council, which was the governor, and the acceptance of we, members of the council, that he sat there. But if we had our choice, okay, we had our clear-cut understanding to say, Mr. Chairman, you can't bring this guy. He ought not to be there. Me and Comrade, all the time, as the leader of the state, as the governor then, we were always having this issue because me, God forbid the day I'm not going to talk through. I said, look, Oga, you be governor. Yes, now you take me as commissioner. But the truth is that the moment you employ me as your commissioner, you leave my ministry for me to do what I want to use it. Don't put me under the chairman of economic team, okay? He is not in the same rank with me as at today when we were in that company. So don't come and put your leg. What do you know about education? It's my ministry. Don't interrogate my files. What are you interrogating? What do you know that you want to interrogate my ministry? Okay? Can you be a teacher at the same time being economist? Face your economy. You cannot be expert in education, expert in health, expert in environment, expert in water production. Jack of all trades, master of none. Me and Comrade, they always get problem in ESCO. Okay? And outside ESCO. I said, look, this man is suspect. What he does, smart Alec, he go just collect when he listen to everybody, don't talk. Everybody don't talk. Okay. Comrade go say, what is your take on it? He go smartly put everything together, he go reproduce in another language, which you don't talk. And that one, that Comrade. So when we were campaigning, Comrade say, now if not about this, my for us, say, I say, Comrade, not talk that one again. No. Not talk that one again. When we go a hotel, go do fundraising. When Godwin they come in 2016. I told Comrade there. Because when Comrade take Mikey, they say, if not be this man, they say, okay, you have a right to sell him anytime, but you don't sell him at the detriment of all of us who put this together. When you know say this man not do anything. This master water storm matter project and all those big projects where we see, like Airport Road, the gauge of the road, the gutters and all these things where we do, this giant hospital and all of that where we build, when this man didn't agree that we should do those things with that quality and magnitude. So me, I'm not surprised. In a community, they always quarrel for this. Community, no. We just have to do it well so that any government that is coming, Edo people will be able to interrogate them to say, not be so community, that Sali should be right. But even with the Edo people, I'm surprised. If you have a standard by way of precedent laid down by government that you praise that you tried, when you don't have another one, they come, they do substandard, you cannot revote. You will still allow substandard, roads to be given to you, substandard school public infrastructure to be given to you, and you will take it as it's normal. It is abnormal. Now, our people, they leave governors to just voting. Once they vote and somebody emerge, you're not concerned again. Okay? The activism, you must continue to interrogate. It's about governance. Election is a going process, going concern. You must continue to interrogate what the government they do. If they're not doing well, revolt against government. Have the courage. And even if you deal with the government, have the courage to also not rely on the 430,000 where they pay you, or even the 1 billion where they pay you. If you end that day, life not end. Okay? There is always a day called the end for any administration. And that administration now, at the same, nothing me alike past November 12th where they come to. Okay?
May I pause you small?
Yes.
Why be say opposition? They know they see waiting any present government on. According to Godwin and in government, and the small ones where we use our television they pass. Godwin and the government don't do well. According to the government. Godwin, majority of the links road in the city, saying don't do one. Opposition no dey see am. Come here, Mowa. Where did the place where they talk about so specialist hospital when they build, opposition no dey see am. Over 200,000 jobs. Opposition no dey see am. We know say gele matter dey grand. See they go. Opposition no dey see am. Industrial park. No. Opposition no dey see am. Most of these things farm. And I go remember Sao for Sobe. Farm matter where the man put for ground. Even the beautification of restructuring physical planning, where they call Benin City Master Plan, where this man they put for ground. Opposition no dey see am. Human trafficking wey can reduce today for Edo State, especially the Benin angle. Opposition no dey see am. Why be say una no dey see wetin God will they do for the past 7 years for Edo State?
You see, let me tell you something. As a researcher, I know the meaning of reverse psychology. And when journalists like you, they ask questions. They're not they ask because they're not the same. They ask me for throw light on them. Let me just take you. Some of the questions where you ask, those questions points to one direction, then it confirm the position of MOU. You will talk about the rice. I recall that in this state, it was celebrated. Say, rice and maize, CBN, it give 5 billion naira grant. Now, the question I want to ask you, the reason for that policy then was to reduce hunger and empower farmers. Okay? For greater yield will reduce hunger and employment. And he told the number of people where you want to employ in that sector then. The question I'm asking you, where are the farms? Did you see Benin City rice or Edo State rice? We saw Lagos own. And that thing was supposed to include off-takers, planting, and they go to the mention land and all of that. And also the processing plants. We see Lagos on what Lagos use to do. They sell Lagos rice today. The question is, where is Edo rice? If you not see them, even one planting season, we not see them. If you not see them, the question is, what happened to that 5 billion? Now, the question you are talking about is Gele. What is in Gele apart from what we saw in the paper? Okay, now yesterday I will come Benin, now that sheep, now there for land for Gele here. You see the express road from Gele River to Ring Road. Fantastic. When you talk about the beautification of eternal cities, you can see that Ring Road, even the road within Ring Road, you can see that place is now tile 100%. You can see that what we did in the Museum Square, where it become a hub of activities, severally, and people, they go there every Sunday. Hub of activities, because we'll not get any park for Edo. That was the semblance of parks, like the one that they see for good cities like Abuja, Lagos, and all.
We have one here.
Where?
Obakawaye.
Good one, Nana. Now that one be park. Not be that one that they call park. God, we know it they call park, because when you travel, they enjoy the parks. When you go Abuja, they enjoy parks. Lagos, where for come? When they say Lagos, they enjoy park. So down when I say park, not be park where they for the load.
Or not be motor park.
Now park where people for the relax, to bring down the tension.
Or we'll be get from museum ground now.
We get from museum ground in a part of the government as economic advisor when we do that thing. But when it comes, it's not waste. It's not waste. Now as we speak, you don't turn to robbers then. When I pass ring road sometimes, and I see the road, you can't even look at ring road, look at government house. The tower where they did that road, everything don't wear off. They wear new look. And I begin to ask questions. And they talk about internal links road. You see, internal links road, where you talk, I have a road. My house is there. I am the first to also confess that he has done it. He has done some. But compared to the money where don't come the state, okay, and money where he don't do the thing, the truth is that it is like 0.5%.
They walk.
Listen to me. Take it this way. If I give you 1,000 naira to go market, and we itemize what you want because it's budget, that would they talk so. If you bring them, you can't give me 1 naira worth of goods. You cannot now tell me, but I go market, I buy something. Where is the gari? You say, but you buy tomatoes. Where is the fish? I bought tomatoes. Where is the oil? I bought tomatoes. Where is Maggi? I bought tomatoes. That is misappropriation. Misappropriation is the chief head of underdevelopment. And this is exactly what has happened. You see, when you patch, look at Ugbo. This Ugbo, let's even start from that. When they continue to do substandard works, okay, and continue to repeat it from time to time, and they're going to use it to stop traffic and all of that. And I ask the question, why can't you just do this in once and for all? You have seen the patrol. You have seen what was done there. In major roads where they do and reach where income start, and the way those ones they continue to fail, you have also seen. I give it to him. In terms of renovation of
civil service building.
And I give it to him. But let me tell you, what I quarrel with government of most cities in Nigeria, but particularly of Edo today, is that when you see the superstructures built by people where it come before them, they conceived the idea, laid the foundation, built sophisticated structures, okay, that can be called state or national assets. To maintain them, if some maintainer just put some whitewash, remove AC, put another window, they will teach a big deal. The question is, in all, why were you not able to do exactly what was done? If you tell me today, point to one thing, what they call legacy project. I put it to you as my moderator. You point to what can be said to be legacy project that this government will be remembered for. The civil service, saying that you are reforming them, okay? You are reforming them in body, okay? Not in content. It doesn't make sense. The building that he calls the Oyegun building, that building has always been there. Although, that plot has always been there with a moderate building, good enough for whether they do IT. Now they will go to do those biometrics then and all of that. That building they there. Then if you talk about the high risers, when Oga Bermuda were built and all of that, those buildings, everything they there before. Now this aesthetics value, when government supposed to do, they maintain them and all of that. At the end of the day, I commend them for what they do for former Minister of Education, where fire enter, they bring down that one that they build down. You understand? But in the overriding situation, okay, the value of volume of civil service reform, where you say you do, which is very key, okay, compared to the infrastructure where you even do with them, compared to the content review, inner content review, you are developing more on the form rather than the content. And if the content is not solid, the form will not last. This is the problem I'm having. I don't like whitewashing. For instance, you are talking about the 200,000 jobs. The active population of Edo people is such that the number of deaths compared to the number of births, the number of deaths is still very low compared to the number of births. Those that are alive, what I'm trying to say, those that were alive, a good number of those of them who were alive in 2016, the young youths who were in need job, okay, who were alive in 2016, preponderance majority of that number, by the grace of God, and by the choice of goodwill, okay, never say that spirit. They are still there. And if you ask me now, interrogate it. Just as all of us there here now. They say charity begins at home. If you ask me, Washington, these 200,000 jobs, is it real or paper or mouth? I will say real, paper and mouth. More paper and mouth. Now, if you leave my area, a man lives in an area.
Yes.
He lives in a community. And in that community, you interact with your community. If everybody is saying job not there within my community, I can use that to interrogate because we not get what we do government. How much more it punish us? Now, the community of Ugbo, the community of Sapler Road, the community of Ring Road, the community of Ugbo, all of us, we get friends, we interact. And if my 10 friends, assuming, let's start from a micro to macro. If these micro friends, they say, no job in my family, I'm saying this. In this family, I'm saying, and let's assume my number of families now 100. I don't see anyone will get job. Even though we get any number, we go, say we go school where anyone where you need, we go bring them. But we not get. The other one not get. The other one not get. When we hang out in the evening, all of us they talk the same thing, are complaining the same thing. Then the interrogation is, who are these aliens? 200,000 jobs. Who they given to? The structure of this job, when we were campaigning, don't forget in 2016 we were part of that campaign. We funded it, co-funded it. We know what he promised and what he say he want give. Okay? And we also know where he attached that 200,000 jobs to. If it is people where they wear uniforms, so whether they even they do things that they buy gun by themselves, they know they would put bullet, no decent accommodation, they are not properly incorporated. Even we did what was neighborhood watch, where get more respect and more money in their pocket. Then
my director of program don't just give me signal.
Than this one. So if you look at it, those 200 jobs, yes. 200,000 jobs, it not exist. It not exist because if you tell them now between then and now, the civil service, the money where they pay and the people where you pay for the job, bring them. I tell you, these ad hoc jobs, that's what they will say. Ad hoc jobs, cannot give you living wage. Cannot give you living wage.
Thank you very much, Barrister Washington. I go say make I still give you because you need to tell your people and tell Edo people, the voters, how they will vote for you for 30 seconds. Vote for your party.
Well, you see, my party, one thing I know about our candidate, Okpebulu, is a man that is humane, get the fear of God. He was a poor guy that started from the background and he stayed with his people. And that was what he informed what he can do for the people in terms of providing borehole, roads, water, scholarship for students, transportation for women and men in that environment, soft finance support for the people, for farmers and traders and all of that. That alone, they say charity begins at home. The counterpart where they follow or where they want to follow content, it's not about big English. When God brought Aaron, when God brought Moses was a stutter. He not sabi talk, he sees. But the father he not sabi talk, he not mean say he not get sense or he not get content of the heart. God was not looking for somebody who sabi speak many English. He was looking for the man who get the heart of gold to serve the people with deep commitment. And even himself, he tell God, say, this message where you send me to Pharaoh, you know my inadequacies. I know say I get good heart, but I know sabi talk. You understand? God said, don't worry. And Aaron is already there that will talk for you. For Monday, wait till those people go know. That be say, he has a heart of gold. We are not looking for people where they wear suit, go talk. You talk too much and you don't have the heart of gold, you don't fear everybody. So we need to have the heart of God. Okay? There are so many Aarons. Me, I'm one of the Aaron. You understand? So this man, where be our Moses, where lead Israelite out of the hardship where they did. So we will talk, but he has a very good heart. And he also sabi talk when the time comes.
Thank you very much, Barrister Washington Osifo. Don't they hear since at least you don't give light, you don't talk. We give you time to talk. And we still say, make we allow you because you know one person way we the one make it come this studio right from time. And you don't be customer to other TV stations and you're a customer now. Anytime we need you, we will bring you from this place. My people, we don't deal with Washington Osifo in a lawyer. And he don't took mouth for so many areas. He don't talk about the party. He don't talk about the government and the present state of government and the present state of the federal government issue where we say they grant. And he don't took mouth for so many things. He don't enlighten many of us. Don't talk to us. You know, I felt to say, he know they fight with words. He they talk on the way he be. The way we they see him, as we they talk him, as he be, and so he talk him. My name still remain Nusa Ere, TMC TV Radio.
TMC TMC TV Radio na the station with the summer una wonderful for Nigeria and Obodo the world. Carry waka enter with YouTube for TMC TV, Facebook nko TMC TV, for Radio Garden, TMC Radio, Radio Box na TMC Radio. You fit chook eye for inside the website tlivemedia.com. TMC TV Radio, purely pigeon.